welcome to my corner. Welcome to Yemisi's corner. I know it has been a hot minute, it has been a while, and I'm so sorry. Me and consistency, we're dragging ourselves, but I'm very sorry, guys. I'm back with another one. I'm back. Yes, so today we're going to be, from the title of the video, we're going to be talking about technology, tech. So as we all know, I'm a product designer. I said that in my intro video. I'm a product/UI/UX designer, and that's a tech skill or tech-enabled skill. So that, I believe, that has given me an edge to understand the tech space, because I'm actively in the tech space. I'm an active product designer, so I believe that has given me an idea to know the tech space, to know what's up, to know what's going on, and all of that. So we're going to be digging in today. So I put up a question tag on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, 3_Yemisi.b, for my followers to ask me questions they would like to know about technology, anything about technology, any question they have, tech space, no code tech, working space, how to get into tech, so anything. And then I got a few questions and I needed more, so I also put up a question on my WhatsApp for my friends and family to ask questions, have any, like, just submit any questions they have regarding the tech space. And I was able to get like 10 questions from all of that, and we'll be answering it today. I'd like to be a close part of my videos like this. Please follow me on Instagram, because I may be doing question tag videos and all of that. And if you like your questions to be answered, follow me on Instagram and let's be friends. So now let's jump right into the video. So the first question is, what programming language should I learn? What's the best language for web development and data science? So there are two questions in the question. The first question is, what programming language should I learn? The programming language you should learn really depends on what you want to be. It depends on your interest. It depends on what you want to learn. For example, if you want to be a front-end developer, there are languages you should learn for front-end. If you want to be a back-end developer, there are languages for back-end. If you want to be a data scientist, there are languages for data scientists. However, I believe there is a general language for developers, which is Python. Now let's put that one aside. Let's put Python aside. So for example, I believe I've answered the first question. So what's the best language you learn for web development? For web development, I believe that includes front end and back end. So for front end, languages like JavaScript, HTML, CSS, React is what you should learn. And then for back end, Python, and then frameworks like Django, names. But please, before you learn any programming language, you should know what you want to learn and research on the languages that's needed for what you want to learn, right? So that's that. So that's that for web development. For data science, languages for data science is Python and R, the R language. So those are the languages for data science, but do your research before you do anything. But the general language usually for developers, and the language most developers start with, is usually Python, because it's versatile and it's actually, well, in my opinion, it's actually easy to learn. People may have other opinions, but I believe it's easy to learn. So that's that. But you have to know your goals before you can select the languages you want to learn. You have to know your goals, what you want to learn, your interest, before you start learning. So you don't waste time. I'm sorry, guys. Second question is, what's the difference between AI and machine learning? How can I start learning AI and ML? I'm not going to lie. When I saw this question, I was like, oh my goodness. Am I going to be talking about AI and machine learning? So what's the difference between AI and machine learning? AI is artificial intelligence. Machine learning, otherwise known as ML, is ML, otherwise known as ML is machine learning. I'm all over the place. So AI has to do with human intelligence in a computer. Simply put, human intelligence in a computer. So it can work with, it can solve problems the way you as a human being can think, have it, the way you have intelligence is the same way AI is. A laptop or a technological thing having that human intelligence, that's AI. And then machine learning is usually a subset of AI, is under AI. Now, according to Google, machine learning focuses on building systems that can learn from data and improve their performance over time. Machine learning learns from data that you have submitted into that computer or that system, and then builds on that data and then serves you. It has to do with algorithm models that enable computers to learn a pattern. So this is just an example. So for example, you're on Instagram and you keep searching food, or you keep searching waffles. You keep searching waffle shop, you go to explore page, waffle. Your phone is going to store that data actually, and store that waffle information data, and then now your computer will now have that human intelligence and believe that, oh, this person is all about waffles, they need an information about waffles, and then automatically your explore page, even when you don't search, you start getting waffles. You go to Google, the first thing you see, you may not even type it, the first thing you see, maybe like a suggestion, you see waffles. You go to Twitter, waffles. That is ML, because you've stored that data in the phone. So the phone has now used it. The phone or the device has taken it in and is now trying to serve you based off of what you've given it. Do you get? So I believe I've explained that in the simplest way. So how can I start AI? How can I start AI and machine learning? I don't want to scare my mass people that are not familiar with maths, but AI and machine learning has to do with maths. So you have to know that you are okay. You have to be aware that you're okay in learning mathematics, and you have to take a course. I'm not sure if this is okay to say, but I'm not sure if AI and ML can be self-taught. These are things that you may have to take a course. You may not get a degree, but maybe like take a course like Udemy, Coursera, take a course and learn, because it's quite broad. So that's how you can start learning. You know your programming languages, take a course. You have to be familiar with maths or be open to learning maths, and have a community. So the third question is, what are the latest tech trends and what's the future of tech, of the tech space? So we all know the latest tech. We all know the latest tech trend, which is AI, and there's also cybersecurity, there's edge computing, but majorly AI. That has been the latest tech trend. And another latest tech trend is layoffs. Companies, like even big techs, they've been laying off a lot of people. That can be a trend, but it's not really a good trend, but really sad. But that aside, that's that. So what's the future of technology? In my own opinion, I believe the future of technology is robotics, even advancements in AI. Like the tech companies, they want to like advance AI and include it in. It's already in devices, but like incorporate it more in devices. That you can just have a robot in your house that has artificial intelligence. You can share your emotions with that robot, and the robot will be able to communicate with you with human intelligence. So I believe those two, and cybersecurity, are the future of tech. And people are always saying that the way oil became a thing and the way oil was lucrative, technology, and the way oil was lucrative, and how it has kind of reduced, technology will most likely be lucrative or is lucrative. I will at the end of the day depreciate. In my opinion, I do not believe that's going to happen. I don't believe technology will depreciate or not have any value anymore. Rather, it would keep evolving. Like before now, last 2 years, AI wasn't the rave or the moment, but technology was able to evolve and bring about AI. So another thing will still come and be the wave of the moment, because I don't believe the world we are in now is technology. I can't think of, well, never say never, but it will just keep getting better. I'm saying if you're not in technology, you're not doing anything in your life. You can have your own profession, but you have to have a knowledge of technology and how you can incorporate it in what you're doing. People need to get that thing right. Nobody is saying you should be a tech sister or be a tech girl. Rather, you can learn whatever you want to learn, be whatever you want to be, but have technology as a part of you. You don't have to make it a profession, but have a technology as a part of what you're doing, so you don't lag behind in what's happening in the present day, because this world is technology. Yeah, gone off on a tangent on that one. So the fourth question, I hope I've not mixed that up, but my next question is, how do I get started in a tech career? So first, you need to know your interests, what you like. For example, you're an artistic person and you're doing data science. You're not good with maths. That doesn't align. You have to know your interests, what you enjoy, and then use it for tech. So I will usually advise people that are like artsy or like artistic to lean more into the like design or product/project management section, or social media management. That's also a tech-enabled skill. There's also maybe I should do a video, but I have my own opinion in people thinking graphic design is a tech skill. I have my own opinion in people thinking social media management is a tech skill. There is tech-enabled skill and there is tech skill. I'll make a video. If you want a video about that, you can let me know. But not every tech skill that people are shouting tech skill is really a tech skill. It may just be a tech-enabled skill. But yeah. Then, so if you're artsy, go into that section. But if you're like mathematical, you know your mathematics very well, it's advisable to not advisable, then you can go into the development section and programming section. So I have to bring myself back to that question. How do I get started in a tech career? You have to identify your interests, the things you like, and the things that fancy you, that catch your attention. You're artsy or you're mathematical, or you're in between, or you are in between. Yes, I think there are skills. I think like skills like data analysis is in between. You can code and data presentation or data visualization is in between. So you have to do that. And then there are some skills that require you to have educational background. AI skills, data science skills. So there are skills that you may need to have like an educational background to help you. Maybe like you need to be a computer scientist to help you, but it's not all. So you have to figure out first what you want. Then if you need to have an educational skill, or educational skill doesn't necessarily mean you going to a school. It may mean enrolling for a course in Coursera or Udemy, or something that will like make you like learn. And you can also self-learn, but before you want to be but if you want to be a self-learner, you have to know who you are. Like, if you're self-motivated, if you are okay, maybe not self-motivated, if you are disciplined, then you can self-learn. But if you know yourself, you're not really disciplined, you don't know how to set a goal and achieve it, and that's okay, that's totally fine for people that are like that. If you don't know how to do that, then you may need to like get a course, somebody teaching you, or like a course that can make you stay put and discipline you, so you can achieve your goal and learn for a particular time. So those are my, if you want to be a self-learner, if you don't want to be a self-learner, I've answered that. Then after you learn, you need to practice. Even if you don't have a job or you've not gotten an internship, you need to practice and build your portfolio. Nobody is going to hire you by word of mouth or by fingers of text. Nobody's going to hire you. Even if you don't have, even if you're just getting into the industry, you have to have done something, so they can see and believe that, oh, you're capable at least. So when you learn and you get your course or certificate, or you get your education, you have to have a portfolio where you have your work. Just create work for your, like, create a project for yourself. If you're a product designer, create a case study. If you're a web developer, you can create a website for yourself, maybe like your own portfolio. You create your portfolio and all of. If you've done all of these parts, then gain practical. Okay, from your portfolio, you would most likely have a good experience. But it's okay if you take up non-paying roles. If you see that maybe your portfolio is not just really doing it, your resume, you don't have much to put in your resume, you can take up non-paying roles. It's an investment. My experience will really help you. That you can take non-paying internships as well, yeah, so you can gain experience and then network, reach out to people, be on social media, be reachable. You create a portfolio and you're on LinkedIn, and your portfolio is not on your LinkedIn profile. Who is going to see it? I know you're going to be applying for jobs, but people can just check your profile. I want to see your portfolio, and from there you can get a job. So you can put your portfolio on be visible, be reachable. Let your portfolio be open. People may not really find this comfortable, because like, oh my god, people see my work. It's possible to do that, to help yourself. And let's not have that knowledge of people seeing my portfolio and people who want to copy your portfolio. This is 2023. We're all copying ourselves. I remember when I first started product design, I was copying designs like no man's business. So we're all copying ourselves, and that's how we learn. So build your online presence and keep applying, and then keep networking, and don't stop learning. Learning never stops. So that's how you can get a career in tech and start with tech. I don't have a tip for entry-level people on how you can, like, what can give you an edge in getting a role. The next question is, how do I advance my career in tech? How do you get better? How you can get better is by enrolling, taking more courses, networking, reaching out to people, going for events, let people know you, post on your social media. It's build in silence. Post on your social media, network, let people know what you're doing, get more skills. That's how you can advance. What is no-code tech? From the statement, no-code tech is a technological, okay, they didn't say no-code tech skill, it's a technological skill, but no-code tech is a tech that doesn't require you to code, that is use writing languages like HTML, CSS, Python, called tech enabled. Because back then the real tech people were the STEM people, that's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Those were the tech people now that we're hearing graphic design, product design, it's not really tech, but it's tech enabled, but it's fine. They can be in tech. It's like UI UX design that you have to design mobile apps and websites. That's UI UX. Product design as well, product management, project management, social media strategists. Those are no code tech skills. And content creators, quality assurance, QA, and all of that, digital marketing. Those are tech skills, but they don't require you to code. This question is, how do I get a job with no experience? So I've answered part of this question in like the question before I answered my previous question. I answered part of it. So how you can get a job with no experience is by having something to show for it. Like I said, so if you first start, you have your certificate, you learn, you self-learn, or you enroll, you have your certificate, you build, then you should have a portfolio. Portfolio is usually a website or a PDF or a document having the things that you have done regarding that skill. So for example, web developer, you have your certificates for the languages you know and all of that. And then we move to the portfolio part. That's it. Maybe a website or a PDF. Then you have all about you. You incorporate your resume in that portfolio. You connect your GitHub to that portfolio so they can check your profile on GitHub and see the work that you have done, the websites that you have done, or you put live websites in your portfolio for them to see what you have done. And then your resume, you tailor your resume to that particular skill that you have. Even if you don't have any experience, you use projects in replace. You put projects, the projects you've handled, the roles you took up in that project. Even if it's your personal project, it's just you. You can even name it experience actually, but you type in the roles, the things you did while you were a web developer for that particular project. Maybe it can even be something you came up, and you don't need to put okay, you can put time frame. You can put from March to July, yeah, and then you put web developer, and then you put the things you had to do. You quantify the things that you did while you were handling that project, even if it's your own personal project. I need to read the question. Okay, so how do you get a job? Post your work, post your designs, post, oh, hi guys, I handled this project for 3 weeks on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram, anywhere. So I handled this project for 3 weeks. It was really stressful, but this was what I was able to get from it. This is the final. Let people see what you're doing. And you don't know, somebody can just reach out and say, hey, let's work together, do this for me, do that for me, because they've seen what you've done. So you cannot just say, oh, I'm a product designer, I'm a web developer, I have 2 years of experience, I've done this, okay, this is acquisition level, right? So I have this certificate, but you're not posting what you have done. It's not making sense. It's not giving. So you have to post what you have done and all of that. And also be proactive. Get a job on LinkedIn and you apply. It's okay to reach out to the CEO. It's okay to reach out to the general manager and shoot your shot. Tell them what you want, what you're open to, what you've achieved over time. When I say over the years, but what you've achieved over time. And just be proactive. Don't give up. Don't get into, okay, you can get into tech for money, but don't let that be your driving force, because when there's no money, what are you gonna do? So that should not be your driving force. The next question is, I need to catch my breath. I'm dramatic, guys. So the next question is, I want to transition into tech. I don't know where or how to start. Can you kindly advise me? So I believe this can also connect with the question I answered of how do I get started in tech, in a tech career. So you want to get into tech, you want to transition, maybe like you have other profession but you want to move into tech. Can we guide you? Can I advise you? Maybe before you were working in a store. We're working in a store, directing people, maybe like a supermarket, directing people to where products are. But now you want to be a tech sister or a tech brother or this is not important, but this is part of it. You can connect. There's something they call, I think they call it referable skills. I think you call it referable skills. So the skills that you have in your previous career, you can connect it to what you want to learn. So like in a supermarket, you talk to people, you direct them to where products are. That can be an avenue for you to be a social media marketer or a digital marketer or social media manager. I think that can connect you, because you have people skills in that way from your previous skill of connecting, your previous career of connecting people to jobs, to products. You have people skill, you know how to communicate. So you can use digital marketing. You can learn digital marketing or social media marketing. Communicate people, get the skills you used from that career and transfer it to your tech. So that can be another way to transition. Or if maybe you don't know this skill, you can identify your interests. Do you like mathematics? Do you like arts? Do you like designs? Do you like organizing people? Do you like handling projects? Do you like talking to people? Do you like analytical things? Your interests, and then find the skill you want to learn. When you now know, oh, okay, I want to do product management, you research on that product management. You watch YouTube videos, you read blogs, you check online. You can check out Instagram content creators, or maybe not Instagram content creators, product manager content creators, and look at their content, look at their day in their life, things like that, and see if you would like to be a part of learn it. Be sure that you're interested in that thing. You identify the skills that are needed for that your field. If you can use it, if you can get those skills, you can learn it, or you even electricity, or you even have it in your previous career. You connect it and then you start learning. That's how you can transition. Self-assess yourself, look at your previous career skills, look at your interests, research on the role that you want to learn, and then you can get started. I'm sorry if the lighting is not giving, but we are in Nigeria. Next question is, can I self-learn? Do I need to take a course bootcamp to learn a skill? Yes, you can self-learn. No, you don't need to take a course or bootcamp to learn a skill. However, I already said this earlier, if you are not disciplined, you know yourself, it's good to be self-aware. It's advisable to not self-learn. Get a course. It doesn't have to be a paid course, it can be free. Final question. I got this question. How do I tackle a bug in code? And I'm like, I don't code, guys, but it can happen in any field. If you're a product designer, if you can get stuck, you can get stuck in your creativity and don't know what to do, when next to go. Like, sorry about that, my camera is shaking, but you can get stuck, and that's fine. So the first thing is leave it. When you're stuck with a bug, you have creative block. I hope that's correct. You have leave it and take a break, take a walk, eat, watch a movie. Movies actually give you inspiration. Into songs, like relax, back into that thing and do it. Code, if you see that there's a bug, you can check your previous code, the codes that you've written before you had that bug. Maybe that was the cause of it, and then that's how you can tackle a bug. And then when you maybe if you previously made a change, you can, and you now have a bug, you can check that previous changes that you made. We've come to the end of the video. My electricity couldn't keep up with me. They couldn't wait till I finish, but that's fine. So I hope I answered it well and you understand. If you don't understand, please make a comment, or you can search online for better understanding. Or if you're a tech person or you're in the tech space, you can add on to what I've said, or like if I've not said anything right, you can make a comment and say, oh Yemisi, no, that wasn't right, and that's fine. But don't shade me, don't come for me, say it in a nice way. What do they call it? Constructive criticism. But that's that for today's video. Yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Like this video, share to your friends and family, anybody that you know wants to be in the tech space. See you guys very soon, and I have a video coming up. I have something exciting coming up, and I'm going to vlog it for you guys. And bye.